Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I will give you demonstration about insert, update, select and delete query using HTML and PHP. First I will create one PHP page. I will name this page as a demo data.php. In this PHP page I will write HTML code. I can embed HTML code into the PHP. Within body tag, first I will take form tag. Before form tag, I will add one center tag so that this registration form will appear in the middle of the web page. Here after center tag, I will add h1 tag, and within h1 tag I will mention registration page as a heading. Then within form tag, first I will take input tag. I will set text value to the type attribute and RNO value in the name attribute. In a placeholder I will mention enter roll number. Then later on I will add required attribute. Here I have added break tag so that next tag will appear on the next line in my HTML web page. After adding break tag, I will add here another input tag. Again I will set text as a type attribute. In name I will mention sname value. In placeholder attribute I will mention enter name. I will add here required attribute. Then I will close the tag. Here I have added two break tag. Then I have included next input tag. This time I will set submit as a type attribute. In name attribute I will again assign submit value. Then I will include here value attribute and I will set register value to the value attribute. Then I will open XAMPP control panel. Here I will start Apache server and MySQL admin database. First I will open the admin database. This is phpMyAdmin database, which is MySQL database. This is my test database. Here I will create new table. Within this test database I will click on new tab so that I will able to create new table. First I will mention my table name, that is student. Here I will add roll number. I will set primary key to this roll number column. Here I have set primary key to this roll number column, then data type is integer. In the next column I will mention SNAME, that is student name, and this time I will add varchar data type, and here I will set value, that is 20. It means that I can add 20 characters name in this SNAME column. Then I will click on save button. Now if I click on student table, you can see that this is a student table. Roll number and SNAME, these two columns are available in student table. If you click on the structure, you can see the structure of this student table. This is a roll number. You can see that primary key is assigned to this roll number, then its data type is integer, and second column is SNAME, and its data type is varchar, and character limit is 20. Its size is 20 so that user can add user's name up to the 20 characters. Then again I will switch to the Sublime. I have saved this demo data.php file in the htdocs folder of the XAMPP. So to locate this folder, first you need to open this PC, then select C drive, then you can select XAMPP folder. If you have saved or installed this XAMPP control on D drive, then you need to select D drive, or you can select any drive where you have installed this XAMPP folder. Then you need to go to the XAMPP folder. Within this XAMPP folder, here you will locate htdocs folder, and in order to run all your PHP file on localhost server, you will have to save all your PHP file within this htdocs folder along with .php extension. So to see the output of this file, I will simply open web browser. I will mention here first localhost, then I will add here \, and I will mention my page name that I have saved in a htdocs folder of the XAMPP folder, demodata.php. So at a glance you can see the output of this web page. This is the registration page heading, then roll number, name, and register button. So this is initial output of my registration page. Now I will first execute insert query in PHP to store roll number and student name into the student table that I have created in a test database. This is my test database and this is my student table. So first, in this form attribute, I will add action attribute, and I will mention studentdb.php. Studentdb.php is the file name. I have added this file name into the action attribute so that when user will click on submit button, all the data entered in the both input tag, roll number and enter name, so the entered roll number and entered student name will be redirected to this file studentdb.php. And to transfer the data that entered by the user in this input tag, here I supposed to mention HTTP methods. There are two HTTP methods, get method and post method, to transfer the data. So here I will add method attribute and I will add post HTTP method to transfer the data entered by the user in this input tag into the studentdb.php file when user will click on this register button. Then I will add new file. I will save this file again in htdocs folder of the XAMPP folder, and here I will mention studentdb.php file name. Here I have to write PHP code. To write PHP code, first I will add here open angular bracket question mark PHP, then question mark close angular bracket. Now within this PHP tag I can write PHP code. So first I need to connect database. For that purpose, here I will mention host name $host equal to, I have declared one variable $host, and I will set localhost value to this $host variable. So within a double quote I will mention localhost. In this way localhost value have assigned to this $host variable. Then I will set $user variable, and to this $user variable I will add root value because I have set root as a username to the MySQL database. Then I will take passwd variable to set password. Here I haven't set any kind of password to connect to the database, so I will keep this password field as a blank so that I am assign null value to the passwd variable. Then I will mention here db name, that is database name. So this is the variable $db name, and here I will set the value of the database to which I am going to connect database connectivity. So as you can see here, I have created test database in this MySQL database, and my student table is present in this test database. So here I will set value test. Now I will write the code of database connectivity. For that purpose, first I will declare con variable equal to new keyword, and I will call MySQLi function, new MySQLi, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, semicolon. To this MySQLi function I will pass these four parameter: host, username, password and db name. Now I will give one if condition. If somehow database connectivities get failed, then I must understand what is the error. For that purpose I will mention here not $con. It means if the database connectivity is failed, then I will add one error message, echo error dot connect underscore error, semicolon. With the help of this correct error, I will able to understand what is the cause of failure of the database connectivity if database connection is get failed. Otherwise, if the database connection is succeed, then I am able to insert value into the student table. Then using $post method, I will retrieve the value entered by the user in the respective text field. In the roll number text field, I have mentioned array value to the name attribute. Here I will create another variable dollar roll number equal to dollar underscore post open square bracket close square bracket semicolon, and within double quote I will set RNO value because I have set same value in the name attribute of the roll number text field. Then in the student name text field, I have set sname value to the name attribute. Here I will declare another variable stname equal to dollar underscore post open square bracket close square bracket within double quote I will mention sname. So when user will click on register button, all the values entered by the user in the respective input text field will get transferred using HTTP post method to this studentdb.php file, and using $post method I will able to retrieve those value within this studentdb.php file. And I have set the roll number value into this $roll number variable and student name value into this $stname variable. So here I will declare another variable $SQL. Now I will write one SQL query within double quote insert into, then table name is student. As you can see, within a test database I have created student table. So I will mention here student name, insert into student, table name, within open parenthesis and close parenthesis I will mention column name that I have added in this student table. And what are these column names? ROLNO and S name. So here I will mention same column name ROLNO and S name. Then I will here mention values, open parenthesis close parenthesis. So first I will set roll number. Here I will add $ROLNO variable. Then using comma separator operator I will add another columns value, that is student name. In order to add student name in the structure of student table, you can see that I have set varchar data type to the sname column. So to store the student name within a double quote I need to mention this $stname variable. So this is the complete SQL insert query. To see this query have executed successfully or not, I will add one if condition. $con arrow operator query. To this query function I will pass $SQL variable equal to true. If the query has been successfully executed and the condition is true, then using echo keyword I will give one message, data added. Then I need to close the connection. For that purpose I will mention here $con variable using arrow operator I will call close function. In this way database connection will get closed. Now to see the output, I will open demo data.php page. Here first I will refresh this page. Now I will add one roll number. For example, roll number is 1. Now I will add student name QPR. Now I will click on register button. So here you can see that after clicking on register button, I will be redirected to the studentdb.php and message is data added. So to see the value whether added in the student table or not, I will switch to the MySQL database and I will click on student table. So you can see that roll number is 1 and in the sname column the value is QPR. So in this manner I have successfully inserted the value that are entered by the user in the registration form into the student table, which I have created in a test database of the MySQL database. Now in this demo data.php, after form tag I will add 2 break tags. Then later on I will include one heading within h1 tag, show student information. Show student information, this heading I have added in h1 tag. After this h1 tag I will take here another form tag. Within this form tag I will mention input tag. In the type attribute I will mention submit value. Then in name attribute I will mention show value. Then I will add value attribute. Within this value attribute I will mention show data value. To see the output I will simply refresh this web page. So here you can see that show student information heading has appeared, and below this show student information heading there is a show data button. So now I am going to execute. When user will click on show data button, user will able to display the student table. For that purpose, in this form tag I will add action tag. In this action attribute I will mention studentinfodb.php file name. So whenever user will click on this show data button, user will be get redirected to this studentinfodb.php file, as I have mentioned this file name in this action attribute within a form tag. First I will create new file and I will name this file as a studentinfodb.php. Now again I need to add PHP tag, and within this PHP tag I will write the PHP code for the select query. This part of code will be the same in the select query, so I will simply copy. I will copy code from $host to this if condition. I will simply copy the code and I will paste this code in a student info db.php file. So in this way, again I have successfully established database connection to the test database. Then I will write SQL query. Here I have declared $SQL variable. Within double quote I will assign SQL query select star from table name student. Select star from student. This is my query. Now I will declare another result variable $result equal to $con arrow operator. Here I will call query function, and to this query function I will pass $SQL variable as a parameter. So whatever the result get fetched by this SQL query will assign to this $result variable. Now here I will add one if condition. If $result arrow operator num underscore rows greater than 0. Here I have set the fetch value to this $result variable. Now if there are some rows in this $result variable, this condition will get true. So if this condition is true, using while loop I will fetch one by one row of the student table. Here I will add simple while loop. In this while loop I will mention $row variable equal to $result arrow operator. Then I will add fetch association fetch underscore a double soc. So this is the associated array. Now in order to display the student information in a table values, using echo keyword I will include here HTML code. Here I will mention table tag, then this is the closing of this table tag. After double quote I will add semicolon. In the opening of table tag I will mention border attribute. I will set border as a 5px. Then later on I will add one tr tag. This is the opening of tr tag, this is the closing of tr tag. Within this tr tag first I will mention th tag which stands for table heading. This is opening of th tag, this is the closing of th tag. Within this th tag I will first mention roll number, then I will add another th tag. I will close this th tag, and within this th tag I will mention student name. This is the closing of table row tag. Then thereafter I will add another table row tag. This is the opening of next table row tag, and this is the closing of next table row tag. Then within this tr tag I will add one td tag. This is the opening of td tag, this is the closing of td tag. To display the roll number, within double quote, first I will add here dot operator, then I will add dollar row variable, open square bracket, close square bracket, and I will add another dollar dot operator. Then within this dollar row variable, within this square bracket, I will add one single quote. Within this single quote I will mention the column name where I have stored roll number in the student table. So as you can see, the column name is ROLNO, where student's roll number has been saved. So here I will mention ROLNO. Then after first td tag I will add another td tag. This is opening and closing of td tag. Again within this table data tag I will add here double quote, then I will add one dot operator. Here using dollar sign I will call dollar row variable, open square bracket, close square bracket, and thereafter I will mention dot operator. Within this square bracket I will add one single quote. Now I will add another column name to display the student name, that is S name. So here I will mention S name. So in this way I will be able to display the data in a table format in a HTML PHP web page. To appear this table in a center of the web page, before this table tag I will include opening of the center tag, and after closing of table tag I will close this center tag. So again, to see the output, I will open this demo data.php page. I will refresh this page first, then I will click on the show data button, which is present below the show student information heading. I will simply click the show data button. You can see the output, roll number 1 and student name is QPR. Then I will click back button to come back to the demo data.php page. Here I will add another student row. Student roll number is 2 and name is XYZ. Then I will click on register button, so you can see that data has added. So after adding the data, again come back to the registration page immediately. What I will do, in this student db.php page, instead of displaying data added message, I will add script tag. For that purpose I will mention here echo keyword, then double quote, semicolon. Within this double quote I will add script tag. This is the opening of script tag, and this is the closing of script tag. Then I will call here alert JavaScript function. Within single quote I will display the message data added, and after addition of the data into the table, again go back to the registration page. I will add here header function. Within this header function I have added double quote to this header function. Now I will pass two parameters. First I will mention here refresh colon 0, then using comma separator operator I will mention URL equal to, I will mention demo data.php name, where I have created registration page. So in this studentdb.php I will mention demo data.php. So in this way I will be able to redirect to the registration page again after addition of student information successfully into the student table. Why I have taken this refresh colon 0? Because PHP is a server-side scripting programming language. It will immediately run on the server side, so that data added message will not able to display. So in order to take some time to display this message, I have added refresh colon 0. So this page will take 0 seconds to refresh. Within this duration this message will get displayed, and after that I will be redirected to the demo.php where I have created a registration page. So to see the output, first I will refresh this page, then I will add another value, that is roll number 3. This time I will add roll number student name as a MNP. Then I will click on register button. You can see that data added alert window has been pop up. Then I will click on OK button. Now I have again redirected to the same registration page. And to see the student table, now I will click on the show data button. Here I have clicked on show data button, and you can see that in this table roll number and student name has now get displayed. But you can see that every time this table has created, because I have set this table within the while loop. Due to this, every time whenever this while loop will get execute, a new table is get created. Due to this looping system, each and every time new table is get created. To avoid that, I will remove this line of code within this while loop, and I will add this code before while loop. Here after end of the table row tag, I will add double quote, then I will place semicolon. Thereafter there is a while loop. Here before table row tag I will add echo keyword, and I will add here double quote. Now after this closing of next table row tag, I will add here double quote and I will add semicolon. Again, this closing of the table tag and center tag I will remove from this while loop, and after end of the while loop, after closing curly brace of the while loop, I will write echo keyword, then within double quote I will add this table tag and center tag. So this is the echo keyword, this is double quote, within double quote I have added closing of the table tag and center tag, and after this double quote I have added semicolon. So this is the select query, and I have fetched the records from the student table in a table tag. So to see the output, I will simply refresh this student info.db.php page. So when I click on the refresh button, you can see that within a single table all three rows have fetched. Not every time new table has created. Then I will click on back button. Then in demo data.php, after the student information form, I will give two break tags. Then here I will add another heading tag using h1 tag. Here I will mention update information. After this h1 tag, I will include another form tag. Within this form tag, I will add 3 input tag, which was previously I did add in a first registration page form. So I will simply copy all the 3 input tag and I will paste them as it is in a update information page. Now I will make a small change. Instead of register value in a value attribute, I will simply mention here update information. Now I will refresh this demo data.php page. So you can see that there is a heading update information below the student information, and here is update information button. So using this update information form, I will try to update the information of the student. For that purpose, within this form tag, I will add another action attribute. In this action attribute, I will mention update student db.php. So whenever user fills the values in the given input text field and click on update information button, user will be redirected and the data entered by the user within a respective text field will be get transferred using http method to this update student db.php page. And to transfer this data, I will add http post method. For that purpose, I will mention here method attribute and I will set post http method. Now I will create new file. I will name this file as a update student db.php. All the PHP file I will include in the htdocs folder of the XAMPP folder. Then I will simply save on button. Again here I will write PHP code. So first step, I must perform database connectivity. So each time after writing the SQL query for insert, select, update and delete, first I need to write database connectivity code. This is the database connection code that I have to write each and every time. So in order to minimize this effort, I will simply create new file within the htdocs folder. I will name this file as a dbcon.php. Then I will write the database connection code in this dbcon.php. So this is the database connectivity code that I have written in a dbcon.php file. Here I have established connection to the test database of my MySQL database. Now whenever I will required to connect to the test database, I will simply add this file name. So here in student.info.db.php, I will remove this database connectivity code. Rather, I will simply add here include button, include keyword, and here within a single quote I need to mention file name. So I will write here dbcon.php as a file name. So what will happen? Before executing the rest of the PHP code, first whatever the code I have mentioned in the dbcon.php, that will get execute. And what is the code I have mentioned in the dbcon.php? This is a database connection code. So first, every time whenever I will include this file using include keyword, this database connection code will get execute. Then later on rest of the PHP code will get execute. Here in studentdb.php, I will remove the first line of codes of database connection, and I will simply include dbcon.php file using include keyword, and within a single quote I will mention dbcon.php file name, so that database connection code will get automatically execute before executing the rest of the PHP code. Now here in update student db.php, again I will add include keyword, and I will set here file name as dbcon.php. So my database connection code will get execute first. Now I will simply need to declare $SQL variable, and within this $SQL variable I will write the SQL update query. Before that, I must retrieve the data that is entered by the user in this update information form. So as I have set RNO value to this name attribute and sname value to this name attribute within the enter name input tag and roll number input tag. So here I will write $R ROLLNO, that is roll number, dollar roll number variable, then dollar underscore post variable. Within this square bracket within a double quote, I will set RANO value that I have assigned to the name attribute of the roll number tag. Here I will set RANO. Then to fetch the value entered by the user in the name input tag, I will set sname value that I have assigned to the name attribute. Here first I will declare the variable student name. I will simply set here stname variable, and I will assign dollar underscore post variable value to this stname variable, and within square bracket within double quote I will mention the sname value. This sname value I have set in a name attribute within this input tag of the update information page, where user will enter respective name. So after setting these values, then within double quote I will write update query, and I will assign this update query to the $SQL variable. So SQL query for update table is update, then table name, that is student, then I will add here set. If I want to update the student name, which I have stored in a sname column, so I will write here update student set sname equal to, as this sname column having varchar data type, I will set here single quote, and within single quote I will add the $stname variable, so that student name will get update. Then later on I will add here where clause, where then I have given ROLNO name to the column roll number column name in the student table. So here I will mention where ROLNO equal to dollar roll number, that is dollar roll number. Then after double quote I will add semicolon. So what will happen, whatever the student name entered by the user in a student name input text field, that will get update in the sname column, where the student roll number is mentioned by the user in a roll number input text field. So for that respective roll number, a given student name will get update in a student table. Then again here I will write if condition, if $con arrow operator, then I will call here query function. Within this query function I will pass $SQL variable equal to true. It means that if this query has been executed successfully, then simply I will write update successfully message. To do that I will mention echo keyword, within double quote I will add first script tag, then I will close this script tag, then here I will call alert JavaScript function within single quote, I will write one message: updation successful. Then again redirect to the updation information form. I will add here header function. Then within a single quote, first I will refresh this page. Then using comma separator operator, I will mention URL equal to demo data.php, where I have created registration form and updation information. Then I am supposed to close the database connection. For that purpose, I will add here $con variable, and using arrow operator I will call close function. So in this way database connection will get closed. Now see the updation. I will first refresh the demo data.php page. First I will click on the show data button. You can see that this information is present in the student table. Roll numbers are 1, 2, 3, and these are the respective student name. Then what I will do, I will simply update the student name whose roll number is 3. So for that purpose, in this update information form, I will write first roll number, that student roll number is 3, and for before updation the name of the student whose roll number is 3 is MNP. Now I will update its name. I will set GPR as a name. Then I will simply click on update information table. Here you can see that updation successful pop-up message has been appeared. Now I will click on OK button. Now again I have redirected to the update information form. Now to see whether the student name has been updated or not, I will click on show data button. Here you can see that there is no student name in this student table. I will open the update student.db.php file. Here I have set $st name variable to store the student name, and here I have misspelled that variable name, that is $stanme. So I will write correct variable name. For that purpose I will copy $st name, and here I will remove the previous variable name, and within single quote I will mention $st name variable name. Now I have saved this update student.db.php file. Now I will simply refresh this web page. I will click on back button. Now again I will enter roll number 3 in the update information form. Then I will set GPR as a student name in the student name text field. Then I will click on update information button. Updation successful. This message has been pop up. Now I will click on OK button, and to see the updation I will click on show data button. So you can see that the GPR name has been updated as a student name whose roll number is 3. Likewise, similarly I can update the student name XYZ whose roll number is 2. So previously student name of roll number 2 is XYZ. Now I will update. For that purpose I will click on go back button. I will write roll number 2 in this update information form, and I will set name as a LTP. Now I will click on update information button. Updation has successful. I will click on OK button. To see the updation, I will click on Show Data button. You can see that student name has been updated to the LTP whose roll number is 2. So in this way, you can execute update query. Now to execute delete query in this demo data.php, after the updation information form tag, again I will add another 2 break tag. Then I will add next form tag. Before that, I will give one heading within h1 tag, that is delete data. So I have given delete data as a heading within this h1 tag, and within this form tag I will add 2 input tag. First, within this first input tag I will set text as a type attribute. Then within name I will set RNO variable, RNO name, RNO as a value to this name attribute, and I will add one placeholder attribute. I will mention here enter roll number. Then I will close this tag. Then I will give break tag. I have added 2 break tag. Thereafter I will include another input tag. Within this type attribute I will mention submit, so that submit button will get appear. In the name attribute I will mention delete value. Then here I will add value attribute, and here I will mention delete data as a value to this value attribute. Then I will close this tag. So to see the output, I will simply open this page and refresh the demo data.php page. So this delete data form has now been displayed on this HTML page, where I need to enter roll number. Then what I will do, when user will click on delete data, the particular information about that roll number will get deleted from student table. So to execute delete query, again in form tag I will add another action attribute. I will mention delete data.php. So whenever user will click on delete data button, user will be redirected to the delete data.php page. Then I will create new delete data.php file. Delete data.php. Here I am creating each and every file within this htdocs folder of the XAMPP folder. Then I will write here PHP code. First I will add include keyword, and I will add dbcon.php where my database connection code is present. Now I will simply write SQL query to delete the record for the particular number. Here first I will fetch the roll number entered by the user in the roll number text field. In the name attribute I have set RNO value. Again, to transfer this roll number into the delete data.php page, I will add here HTTP post method. For that purpose I will add method attribute, and I will set post HTTP method to transfer the roll number entered by the user in the given input tag of the delete data registration form. So here in delete data.php I will set here $roll number variable, and to this $roll number variable I will assign the value using $_http post method, open square bracket, close square bracket, semicolon, then within double quote I will mention RNO name. This value I have set in a name attribute of the roll number text field of the delete data form. Thereafter I will declare $SQL variable. Now I will write one SQL query, delete from table name student, where now whenever the particular roll number entered by the user in a given text field, that roll number and the entire information about that roll number will get deleted from the student table. So in this student table I have mentioned sname as a column name to store student name and ROLNO as a column name to store student roll number. So here I will mention ROLNO column name. Now my SQL query is delete from student where roll number equal to, I will set this $roll number variable over here, semicolon. So whatever the number entered by the user in a roll number text field, the entire information about that respective roll number will get deleted from the student table after the successful execution of this delete query. Now again I will add if condition $con arrow operator. I will call query function over here, and to this query function I will pass $SQL variable, then equal to true. If this query has been executed successfully, then again using echo keyword, by implementing the alert message box, I will give one message that record has been deleted. For that purpose I will add script tag. This is the closing of script tag. Then I will mention semicolon after the double quote. Within this script tag I will add alert JavaScript function. Within single quote I will give one message, record deleted. Then after this echo message I will add header function. To this header function I will pass two parameters. First one is refresh :0. Then using comma operator I will pass another parameter, that is URL my demo.data.php file, demo.data.php semicolon. Now after the if condition I will close the database connection using close function. In this way, after execution of this delete query, database connection will get closed. To see the output, first I will refresh this demo.data.php page. Before deleting a particular record, I will click on the show data button. So this is the information present in the student table. First I will delete the record whose roll number is 1. So I will click on back button, and in this delete data form I will enter roll number 1. Now I will click on delete data button, you can see that record deleted, this message has been pop up. Now I will click on OK button, and to see whether the record has been deleted or not, I will click on show data button. You can see that the roll number 1 has been removed from this student table. To delete student name whose roll number is 3, again I will click on go back button. In this delete data form, within the enter roll number text field, I will add roll number as a 3, and then I will click on delete data button. Again you can see that record deleted message has been pop up. I will simply click on OK button. To see the record has been deleted or not, I will click on show data button. You can see that roll number 3 has also been deleted from the student table. In this way you can execute, select, update, insert and delete SQL queries using HTML, PHP. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you have liked this video, then click on thumbs up, share this video to the maximum number of people, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.